Good morning, bikes, and welcome to another episode of VTV.
In today's episode, we find out who our valedictorian and salutatorian will be at graduation, and we learn a bit about Plum Island.
A little later, Tim Rasmussen will show us how to make a stick tattoo. But up first, Connor Thatcher is Triton alum who recently released an album of his original music. Ben Janvin caught up with Connor to learn more.
Hey Vikes, recently I got the chance to interview Connor Fauché, a Triton alum, and he just released his debut album called Wandering Home.
Yeah, so Wandering Home is kind of just a collection of songs I've been writing over the last, 6 years. I've been writing for a long time and been wanting to put something out. Everybody can kind of relate to this feeling of being in the in-between, I guess, of being like a little kid and being an adult. And I think that time is kind of getting bigger and bigger, where you talk to people who are like 40 years old and they'll say, I still don't know what I want to do with my life. And I think it's a feeling a lot of us have where when you're a kid, what you believe is fed to you, and what you do is, you just do what you're told. You go to school, that's what you do. And then as you grow up, you start making those decisions for yourself. And it can feel like you're just kind of thrown into this big abyss, and all these questions start coming forth of, what do I really believe? What am I really supposed to do with my life? So yeah, that's kind of what the album is about. And I think two big things in my journey that influence a lot is one being just my experiences with mental health and my struggles there, being someone who has a proclivity towards getting really existential about life and sometimes falling into depression or anxiety, and working through those things. And the other thing that inspires the music is my faith. I'm someone who, as much as I've wrestled with depression, I've wrestled with God, and wanting to understand Him more, and just knowing that there's something more, and being so just intrigued by the life of Jesus and wanting to follow that life. And so a lot of times those two things of faith and kind of depression and suffering and all these things were kind of at tension. So that tension is kind of what I've tried to explore in my music.
Connor's loved writing music for many years and expressing his thoughts through the music, but the one big thing stopping him was how to produce the music.
Production and producing was always like a huge, scary barrier for me. I was writing music for years. Would always have friends telling me to, record it, put it out, and it seems so simple to them. and it was always really intimidating, because in your head you get this idea of like what this song is, and then as soon as you start trying to do that, it can never hold up to that idea of perfection that you've created in your head. So it's really intimidating. But I think the big thing was just doing it and just jumping forth and saying, okay, this isn't going to be perfect, but people are going to get to hear my songs, and that's what it's about. And no one's looking for me to be innovative in the world of production right now. They just want to hear the songs I wrote. And so basically, how that works on a simple level is you really need three basic tools. So one is just like your instrument. For me, mainly acoustic guitar and singing. I edited in some other things, but that's the heart of it. And then you need something to capture it with. So this is the microphone I use, which is kind of a middle of the road, expensive wise. But you can get cheaper things and they work great. And then hook this up into my computer using what's called a digital audio workstation, or DAW. So I use Logic, which is similar to GarageBand, which comes free on a Mac, and just record things with my microphone into here, and then you watch a couple YouTube videos, figure out how to make it not sound like garbage, and you get your song.
So if you had to pick one favorite song off the album, what would it be and why?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think what I was talking about before, the idea of in my music, I try to kind of live in this tension of like suffering and life sucks, but also, you know, faith and hope. And I think the song that holds that suffering tension, the song that holds that tension the best would be a song called "You're Close." And kind of the key phrase, the key lyric in the song is, "You feel so far, but I know you're close." Talking about God and just holding this reality of God feels really far away sometimes, but I'm choosing to trust that He's close.
Over the past 2 years, Connor has been able to grow as a musician and a producer. He had some advice for those who want to do the same.
Yeah, I would say do it and figure out the kind of the level you're at and just put it out, and don't create a bunch of things you need to jump over. Don't create a bunch of expectations for yourself of, you know, it has to be this production level. And you can get really simple, you know. I just basically used a computer, a microphone, and a guitar, and that's kind of the heart of what I did, and that's really all you need. And my artist name, I guess, is just Connor F with a period, Connor F period. And you can find it wherever you listen to music: Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon. There's something called Deezer. I don't know what it is, but my music's on there. So yeah, anywhere. You can follow me on Instagram at Connor Fauché. And yeah, check it out.
The titles of valedictorian and salutatorian are awarded to the two students in the graduating class with the highest grade point averages.
This year's salutatorian will be Robbie Richenberg, and the honor of valedictorian goes to Sarah Harrington.
VTV was there when both students were notified of their achievement. Plum Island is a barrier island on the coast of Massachusetts that is shared between the towns of Newburyport to the north and Newbury to the south.
Barrier islands are notorious for their shifting sands moved by coastal storms, which can make living on one a constant battle against Mother Nature.
Tessa Dark is a resident of Plum Island, and in this next segment, she explains some of the history of the island she calls home.
Plum Island is one of the many wonders of Massachusetts. Today we'll explore its history and one of the problems it currently faces in the first episode of What's Up with Plum Island. Plum Island is a barrier island located on the northeast coast of Massachusetts that is about 11 miles in length. Its name comes from the wild beach plum shrubs that grow on its dunes. Records of Plum Island date back to the 17th century. It was first used as pasture land for livestock by surrounding towns that fought for years over control of the island. In 1787, a lighthouse was built on the northern tip to guide ships up the mouth of the Merrimack River and into Newburyport Harbor. It is now mainly under the ownership of towns Newbury and Newburyport. Many visitors are drawn to the amazing wildlife and nature found on the island. Vacationers and residents alike love the beautiful beaches. Sandy Point is a popular destination in the summer, with its parking lot usually filling up no later than 8 a.m. One of Plum Island's current issues, especially for residents, is beach erosion after storms. When violent storms come, some people have to evacuate their homes because of water and sand damaging or infiltrating their property. This happens quite often in this area. They used to have sandbags to try to prevent this, but they have since been removed because they ended up doing more harm than good. Often the sand from sandbags just added to the sand coming in from beach erosion. The plastic also started to litter the beach as sandbags deteriorated. That's it for the first episode of What's Up with Plum Island. Be sure to tune in for the next one. From VTV, I'm Tessa.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matty Marabito, and I today am introducing to you brand new watering can. There's one simple step to using this brand new watering can. All it involves is you filling it up. So the only step to filling this up is taking off this lid. Now just get your trusty water supply. It's a little wet. Now that the water hose is full, we can go get to work. As you can see, some plants are brown, but with the watering can, you can make these brown leaves turn green. All you gotta do is just pour a little bit of water on it. This is the same plant 6 weeks later. You're done watering your plants, you gotta put this can away. And to put it away, you gotta clean it. The first step is to empty the water out of it. Now that the pot is empty, this is its key best feature, is that it's microwave safe. Wait, what you gotta do is throw it in the dishwasher. Now we just close the dishwasher like this, and you're done. Call the number below to order this brand new watering can for just $19.99. You heard that right, just $19.99, plus shipping and tax. To get your new watering can, call this number, email this email, or check out this website at wateringcans.com.
Typically, when baking or cooking, one will follow a recipe. Julia Price went against the rules and baked a cake without following any recipe at all. Let's see how this turned out.
Hey guys, I'm Julia, and I'm here with my cousin Katie and my cousin Richie and Nibison. And we're going to be making cakes without instructions. So we have all the ingredients here to make cakes, but we don't know what to put in. So let's start making cakes. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I'm okay. Shut up. What is wrong with you?
2 or 1? 2 or 1? 2.5? 1.5?
How are you supposed to do one and a half calculation?
Let me have my moment.
It's to be warm, yeah?
It needs to be room temperature, not cold. Are we allowed to use a microwave?
No.
Well then, we gotta wait.
No, we don't. I regret it.
That's ASMR on its finest. Why not? Those are the best.
I'm gonna put that there.
Oh! Wait, look at this.
Oh!
Dude!
Dude!
You're making pancakes right now. Does the flour have sugar in it?
Flour have sugar in it?
Well, that's a good observation.
No piece of mind?
It has Julia hands on it.
It's heating up slowly by my warmth. This like
Gordon Ramsay is so disappointed in us.
I need to drain this. It's soup.
Gosh!
now that we're done mixing, we're gonna put these in a pan and bake it. And then we're gonna decorate it and taste test each other's. So now our cakes are done and cool. We are going to be frosting them and decorating them. So,
Well, this is just.
you can take some. I'm not hogging. It's like trying to frost dirt. Captain America's shield.
Yeah.
Mine's done.
Mine's done. And Captain America's shield. Just
Plastic.
a minute.
So now we're gonna be trying each other's cakes. We're gonna be trying Katie's first. Katie, you wanna pass out your pieces? Brick.
It's not bad. It's really
Could be worse.
It could be worse.
Could be worse.
Kind of tastes like flour. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 10 being the best we could do.
I'll give it a 6.
Mine.
No, it's not bad. But my stomach, I just can't throw it because it's so full right now.
I give that a 4. It's just dough.
It's a 5.
Okay, my turn.
Oh no. Here, didn't you put enough sugar?
There's some pores in it.
That's dough as well. It's the same thing.
I think I just
not good.
swallowed butter. That's a 2. That's a 2.
Let's go, the highest score.
No,
You got a
7.
7,
We put way too much
4,
flour.
2.
See?
Let's go.
Let's go!
Highest one.
10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you for watching. Do this with your friends. Bye bye.
Don't do it.
Well, that's it for our show today. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch.
For Alexandra, I'm Duncan. See you next time. In today's episode, we find out who our valedictorian and salutatorian will be at graduation. Salutatorian. Salute. Find out who our valedictorian and salutatorian will be at graduation. Salutatorian. Who our valedictorian and salutatorian will be at graduation.
Salutatorian.
Oh my god. This year's oh my gosh.
As always, thanks for taking the time to watch.
For Alexander Furlan. What?
End of an era, Alexandra.